Tuesday's devotion, Higher Ground, Melrose Mountain, Tryon, North Carolina. It's late in the afternoon and it's Mark chapter 9. Parallel passages are found in Matthew 16:28 and Luke 9:27. It's the Transfiguration. Jesus has just said that some of you will not die before you see what? Not heaven, but the coming and the power of the Lord, which they did on the Mount of Transfiguration. Peter, James, and John go up on a high mountain. We know that this is Mount Hermon. It's almost 10,000 feet. It's northeast of the Sea of Galilee. There on this 10,000 foot high mountain, Jesus takes on a glowing face, white garments, and if you read all three accounts, you get a lot of additional information about this time on the Mount of Transfiguration. He's speaking with Elijah and Moses, and if you read all of the accounts, you'll find out that he was talking about the work that he would soon accomplish in Jerusalem and his departure from the earth. That's pretty significant when you think about it. His disciples are sleepy. I don't know how long it took them to climb up on this 10,000 foot mountain, but they're sleepy. But it says when they were fully awake, they realized what was going on. They realized that Elijah and Moses were there. Peter, who always puts his foot in the mouth, says, "Master, would you like me to build 3 tabernacles, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah?" Of course, we've got to come down off the mountaintops. We can't stay on mountaintop experiences. We have to go down in the valley. And so did Jesus and his disciples. And it says that as he was speaking to Moses and Elijah, and as his disciples were fully awake and watching him have this conversation and undoubtedly hearing some of what was said, a cloud goes across the top of the mountain. Not a dark cloud, but a bright cloud, it says. And it overshadowed all of them, and out of the cloud came words. And the words are recorded in some detail if you read all three accounts. All three say that the voice spoke and said, "This is my son, listen to him." But in one account it says, "This is my beloved son." Another one says, "This is the chosen one." But all three say, "Listen to him." Jesus, as this voice comes out of the cloud, records for us here that the disciples fell on their face. When they looked up, the cloud had left, and so had Moses and Elijah. It's a very interesting passage of Scripture. But the most important thing I think that all of us need to remember is when we go to conferences, when we go to church, when we listen to gospel sings, when we come to those times of spiritual highs, we'd just like to stay there. We'd like to build 3 tabernacles and hang around for a while because it's so wonderful up on the mountaintops, those spiritual highs. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of living to do down in the valley. There's a lot of people down in the valley that need to hear about Jesus. There's a lot of people that need to know the good news of Jesus Christ and need to be warned that we're not going to be around here forever and that we better be prepared so that our eternal soul will spend its eternity in heaven. I hope that you'll think about that today. I hope you'll remember that it's not just the mountaintop high experiences. It's also the work that's got to be done down in the valley. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.